How's it going, guys? Welcome back to today's video. So we're going to start with a bit of bad news. We'll get onto the good stuff. So basically today's Monday the 24th and I'm on my first day of isolation. Yes, caught COVID. I'm okay. Feeling a bit hungover, if I'm honest. That's kind of how it feels. Feeling a little bit sicky, burny stomach and pounding headache. So I thought I'd give myself a bit of therapy, come outside and do something to the car. Obviously I'm still in my garden, so I'm not sort of infecting anybody else or anything like that. There's just me. So I thought what I'd do, a couple of days ago, I think it was Saturday, the missus wrapped, you know, these bits on the door. She wrapped those for me on the old door cards. Obviously she's just practicing the wrapping again. And she also did the handle as well. So obviously I helped her, I tried to show and help her, you know, do it, and she did quite a good job actually. I'll put a couple of bits on the screen so you can see what she did. But I thought rather than try and change the door cards, I'd do these ones myself, just to see how I can get on with them, and we'll go from there. So as always, you can come and see what it is I'm doing. If you think it's something you could do yourself, then even better. I've helped someone, which was, as I always say, it's the main aim for my channel and why I started. So stop waffling. We're going to try and do less of that this year on the videos. Let's crack on. Right then, guys. First off, we need to make sure we thoroughly clean all the edges, the surface itself. And one thing that we found Saturday when we was doing it, you really need to concentrate on these bits here and around the back of the pull, where obviously your fingers would get in and pull it, because obviously the grease off your fingers just doesn't allow the wrap to stick. The grease then gets on the backing of the wrap itself and just doesn't come off very well. You have to excuse me as well, guys, the coughing. I'll try and keep it to a minimum, but I can't promise anything. So a little bit of the IPA on the rag, nice clean. As I say, you want to try and pay particular attention in there and across the top, so then obviously the wrap will stick and stick well, hopefully. So obviously when we did it upstairs where it was nice and warm, and obviously you can get around things a lot easier. Making things a bit harder for myself doing it in colder weather and leaving it on the car. Well, I think it will be harder, but we shall see. Ideally, should take them off really, but gotta leave them on and see how we get on. Let's try and wing it on this channel. Okay, so I think that is quite well cleaned. So what we need next is the wrap itself and a knife. I'm going to put a strip across there and just go for it, guys. I've obviously, like I said, I've done it before on the other door card, and obviously she did one as well, so we know what we're doing, kind of. Did anyone happen to see my Instagram stories the other day on Sunday 23rd? Anyone that did, let me know in the comments what you thought. If you didn't see it, it was basically me cleaning the car, the outside of the car, and showing you the techniques that I was using, the things that I was using. It wasn't all that in depth, but you know, it was something for you to see. So where's the wrap gone? We got the wrap itself. Now I've still got loads of this left, you know, which is good. I think it was 20 quid for this. I'll leave a link in the description for it. When you do it as well, you want to leave yourself a little bit over on each side. So we'll go for that much. I'd say there's about an inch or so either side. what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on there. I'm only going to do the this bit. Move it up a little bit so you can see a bit better. I'm only going to do this bit for now. I'll do the handle as a separate piece. I've got my heat gun as well. It's so much easier than a hairdryer. A hairdryer just makes the whole process just longer. So the backing off. Try to touch the back of that as little as possible. Pressing that in with my fingers to start with. Then we get the old squidgy squidge. Another thing you want to try and do, if you're going to try and do this and you're not confident with the cutting, what you can do is on the actual door card itself, put some masking tape all the way around the edge. So then when you come to cut the edge of it, although you're only supposed to use very light pressure on the actual wrap, if you slightly go through it, then you're going to hit the masking tape rather than your actual door card. So there's a little tip for you. That also goes for the exterior of things as well. When you know, if you wrap into a bigger panel on the outside of the car or whatever it may be, it's just a good idea. I'm fairly confident with cutting this, so that's going to be the famous last words, isn't it, guys? Anyway, let's crack on. I've got a thinner one here. The 3M one's quite a thick one, whereas this one actually goes a lot thinner, which can help tuck it in a lot better. Try and press that in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pushing in very slightly. So we've done that. Now we've got to try and cut. We've got to be very careful with the cutting. Let's get a new blade. These blades I've got, they're all like got incisions on them, so you can snap them off. So I've only got out a little bit, and I'm gonna. My aim is to run this edge here, which isn't obviously the blade; it's just the casing, along the edge. I'm actually struggling with it being on the car. You know, already I can tell it's going to be a nightmare. There we go. It's this corner up here. It's quite difficult. Thought I'd got the edge. done. Yep. Ever such light pressure, that is. There we have it. So if I pull you in, I'm sure I'm going to do that. Take that off. There. Borrow that, but this is how it. In fact, I'll spin to show you. You see how we've left it? It's got a very, very slight lip on it. You see it a bit more just there. Look. So what we're going to do, that is obviously where we'll tuck it in. The bottom edge looks pretty sweet, to be fair. So give that a bit more heat, and then use that little pink thin one just to push it down so it sticks to the top of it. That's it, that's pretty much all done now. Sort this little bit out here, and then we can move on to the actual handle itself. So it's good enough, guys. It's quite let's try and take it off this stand. So I'll try to pull you in a little bit closer so you can get a better idea of what's going on and see what I'm doing and that, but hopefully I don't get in the way like this. I'll try and stay here as best I can so you can see what I'm doing, and obviously I'll try and explain what it is that I'm doing as I'm doing it. So let's try. That down so I don't drop it. See what I mean by going over a little bit? I'm probably about half an inch over on each side, the front and the back. Let's peel this off, which is the flat side. That side looks a bit better. Hands are freezing today. Holding it at the bottom as best I can because obviously, like I say, it's going to get trimmed off. Let's use that one. I'm gonna have to trim it first, aren't I? It's quite a difficult thing to do, this handle. This is going to be very difficult with one hand. What I've got to try and do is keep the door handle open whilst pulling the wrap around the back of the handle. There we go. Just going to try. What I've done there is I've used the pink one just to prop it open a bit. Try and get in and around this bit, so I'm going to have to heat it and sort of fold it inwards. I'm just going to trim this piece off. Apply some the magic heat. Oops, caught it on my nail there. There's a knife to clean these. No, we're going to heat a bit more actually. There, I've got my arm in the way, sorry guys. I've just heated up all this bit so I can sort of tuck it in around, and all I'm doing is just using my finger to sort of push it in, smooth it around. Getting this part done now is going to be a little bit more difficult because I've got, you know, trying to hold the handle open. It's difficult because obviously with that pink thing being there, it's great, but I need to wrap behind it so that we don't get any more wrinkles. Because just along here, I've got a couple of wrinkles. It will come out with the heat, but I can't heat, hold, and stretch. So it's trying to find a balance of a good way to do it. If I'm completely honest, there's probably people sat there watching this thinking I'm an idiot because I could just take it out. I'm not sure how it comes out because I'm pretty sure it's plastic welded. I could be wrong. There might be a little easy way of getting it out, but this is me doing it my way. Got to try and trim the excess off now, guys. You can see my finger obviously holding it open. I've actually got my finger on the wrap and not the chrome bit itself. going to do is sort this little edge out here and then I'll come back to the front. Right guys, there it is. That's actually all laid down. I'll pour you in and I'll show you obviously the little bits that I've done here. Let's turn you around. There we go. That's how it is. That's how it sits. Obviously wrapped underneath it. Can't show it too much. This piece, obviously, you're looking at it. Looks okay. I just got it too small there, but for me, on my car, it's fine. You know, so that laid down quite well in there. I like that bit. It's laid in there as well quite well. So that's how it's looking, guys. And I'll do obviously the other side now off camera because this video's probably gone on for far too long. There we have it, guys. That's that side done as well, handle as well, and then I've done this bit as well because just matches better, doesn't it, when it's all gloss black. I haven't actually got enough to try the light, so I'll do that another day, but just thought I'd give you the last little bit showing you I've done that, and obviously the door card. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for giving me your time today, and I hope it wasn't too boring for you. Hopefully we will have some more mods coming, like actual mods, like proper things coming soon. It just depends on a few things going my way, because I am actually trying to save for something big, and I'm not just trying to say that, I am trying to make moves this year, not just with the channel, but you know, for the car, and I think both will go hand in hand quite well, so stick around for that. Subscribe if you're new, Drop me a like if this wasn't too boring. If you stuck around this long, thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time.